The greatest American alive. The greatest American alive. The greatest American alive. The greatest American alive. The greatest American alive.
The greatest tragedies are when bad things happen to wonderful people. Tiffany was the most wonderful woman I'd ever met. She was beautiful, she was kind, she was fucking intelligent. I would say she was brilliant. Tiffany was goddamn hardworking too, one of the hardest working people I'd ever met. But she worked at a restaurant. She made $2.13 an hour. And every day after she would finish her shift, she would count up her tips and hope she made enough money to cover her rent, her car, and the food that she had to feed her children and her boyfriend. What a piece of shit. She had three beautiful daughters. She had her first daughter when she was 13 years old. I knew her back then. And then I saw her again at the restaurant, and she was still just as gorgeous, just as fucking hardworking. And I was like, God damn, these are the breaks sometimes for wonderful, beautiful people. The harshness and the tragedies of life can put you in a place that you don't want to be, but goddamn, there was nothing that wasn't valuable about Tiffany. She was amazing. She was incredible. And no one could ever take that away from her. But with the options that she had, she did the best that she could. One day she's finishing one of her shifts and she's going home. Excited to see her love, excited to see her children, excited to motherfucking be away from that greasy ass place and those nasty ass people. Her boyfriend had bought her a knife and some mace to protect herself as she came home. So when she came home and she heard strange sounds coming from her living room, she didn't know what to do. She had never experienced anything like this before. Goddamn, she's tired, she's stressed. Anyway, so she prepares herself for the worst. Who the hell is in my motherfucking nasty ass, ratty ass apartment? As she proceeds in, she sees a fucking woman playing some type of game with her boyfriend. I think that she was trying to give CPR to his pee-pee. I don't know what she was doing, but it ruined Tiffany's afternoon. Tiffany was fucking mad, started screaming and shit, reached into her purse, pulled out that motherfucking pig sticker. That's a knife. That's a shank. And she gave that bitch motherfucking a ya and a ya. And she gave that motherfucker a ya and a ya. She ain't killed nobody, but she drew blood. Police were called. She went to jail. As she went to jail, she had to sit inside of a fucking county jail waiting to be heard, waiting to be seen by the judge. Months go by. She can't bail out. She don't have no money. She can't make bond. I'm not following the story closely, but I frequent the establishment in which Tiffany works, and so her coworkers are always giving me the update on what's going on with Tiffany. Tiffany sits in motherfucking Harris County Jail for like 7 months. After 7 months, they don't drop the charges because the state picks up the case, and the girl that got cut that was giving her man the CPR on his pee-pee, she was not going to let it go. Tiffany went to prison for 5 years. Tiffany went to prison for 5 motherfucking years. Tiffany comes home. Tiffany comes home and I see her at the exact same establishment that I always frequent, but she don't work there no more. She's not as beautiful, just as brilliant, kind of tough. I know her story. It's hard. How do you go forward? Well, Tiffany, she came to find that now the man that was getting the CPR from the girl that gave the CPR, they're now married, raising her 3 daughters. And guess what Tiffany has to do? Tiffany has to pay restitution to the people that she cut. Oh my gosh. Man, maybe Tiffany did the wrong thing. Maybe Tiffany did the right thing. I don't know, but the law said that she had to be punished. And so now when Tiffany comes out of the penitentiary, she has to pay child support. Tiffany cannot go and live in a nice apartment because she's a felon. So she has to bump around from hotel to hotel, motel to motel, working at all types of odd places, making $2.13 an hour and hoping just maybe someone would tip her enough money so that she can pay for the room for the night. This is a hard type of life, right? Child support, nowhere to go, and the felon. It's such a tragedy when hard, terrible things happen to wonderful, good people. This is happening in America right now. And I can't tell you what the right answer is, and I can't tell you what the wrong answer is. I just know that we're watching this world and it's being painted through rich people's glasses. And we're not listening to the stories, these horror stories that are coming from these most wonderful people that live in America, these greatest Americans alive. I don't know why we invest in institutions, and instead of having you become a better person or try to alleviate the stress of making $2.13 an hour and raising 3 children, instead of trying to do something to create not opportunity, but a pathway to ownership. We invested money on wonderful Tiffany to become an incarcerated person, and she was such a beautiful person. She was. After she couldn't afford to continue to pay her child support, she's fucking $20,000 in debt in child support. She doesn't see her children because this man has complete control. And now she has this bitter history with the woman this man is with. And so one Christmas, right? Christmas of 2013. Tiffany saved up her little tips in which that she got from these greasy niggas. She bought her a little pistol and she blew her fucking brains out. A death of despair where no one gives a shit. Right now, we have a war on the poor, and the poor don't even know what they're motherfucking fighting. They're just trying to survive. How can I take my next breath? Because I can't motherfucking breathe, because America's knee is on my motherfucking neck. Rest in peace, Tiffany. You were a motherfucking soldier when you were here. And for those people who die, these fucking deaths of despair, and there's no one to tell their motherfucking stories. Hello, Project Daddy in the motherfucking building. Hands up to the goddamn ceiling, the greatest American alive. You are the greatest American alive. And we have to be ready to fight back. We can't allow Tiffany's to continue to die. And I can tell you countless stories of other men who fought the same fight and had the same fate. But don't nobody give no fuck about no man dying because he misses his kids, because he should have done more better. He should have been a better man. He should have made more money. No, he should not be washing dishes at the local eatery. Even though all work has dignity. We're looking at America through rich people's glasses. It's a rich filter. Everything that we see, everything we consume is coming from the mouth of someone who has some motherfucking cash. Every political pundit, every person on television, every time you scroll through your goddamn phone, someone is telling us that it sucks to be poor and you should do better. You should have 7 streams of income, goddamn invest in some property, have some goddamn stocks, and you too can achieve the American dream. And what about Tiffany? Can somebody tell me where's the American dream for Tiffany? Man, Tiffany should not have gotten pregnant at 13. She should have been more responsible. Tiffany should not have went into a house after she just did a hard day's work, and she shouldn't have cut some motherfucking people up. Tiffany should have done better. Tiffany should have had more self-esteem. Tiffany should not have hung herself, shot herself. Excuse me. I have too many cases of friends who've hung themselves. These stories are intertwined. They're linked. Deaths of despair. Who will survive in America? Who will survive in America when wonderful Americans are dying every motherfucking day? You cannot have a free America when free Americans don't own anything except for despair. We have to do better. Rest in peace, Tiffany.
The greatest American alive. The greatest American alive.